Hi, my name is Yazan Ibrahim. Today we will take about 1.3 types of controls. Imagine walking into a grand bustling organization, a living tapestry of interconnected systems, processes, and people. This organization hums with activity day and night, powered by a carefully orchestrated blend of precision and effort. Beneath this flurry of action lies an unseen architecture, an intricate web of controls working silently to hold everything together. These controls operate like the immune system of the organization, protecting it from vulnerabilities, detecting issues before they spiral out of control, and ensuring it can recover swiftly from inevitable disruptions. Without this invisible framework, the entire operation risks unraveling into chaos. But what exactly are these controls? How do they work? And why are they so critical? Let's dive in. At its core, an effective control is like a guardian, a mechanism that prevents, detects, or contains incidents and helps the organization recover from them. Picture an alarm system in a high-security bank vault. It watches, it warns, and sometimes it even locks down the premises when something goes wrong. This is what controls do for organizations. They provide the assurance that business objectives, like safeguarding sensitive assets or maintaining an airtight financial operation, are not just aspirations but achievable targets. And to do this, they rely on a mix of policies, procedures, practices, and organizational structures. The beauty of controls lies in their design. Picture a ship at sea, battling fierce storms while charting its course towards a distant horizon. The ship's controls, rudders, sails, and navigation tools don't just resist the chaos of the storm, they channel it, adapting to threats while moving steadily forward. Similarly, internal controls empower organizations to navigate the complex waters of risk and uncertainty, ensuring that operational efficiency, regulatory compliance, and security are maintained. But here's the critical nuance. Internal controls don't function as isolated rules or systems of defense. They are alive at every level of an organization, from the decisions of the board of directors to the everyday processes carried out by employees. Whether through automated workflows or hands-on manual checks, the control system involves everyone. Think of it as the organization's shared instinct to anticipate trouble and its collective muscle to keep things on track. And while senior leadership sets the tone, establishing the culture that prioritizes risk mitigation, every individual plays a role in sustaining it. An efficient control system is not just a set of preventive measures, it's an organizational mindset. So, what should controls aim to do? Essentially, there are two vital questions every control must address. What should we achieve? And what should we avoid? On one side, controls work to achieve business objectives like operational efficiency, safeguarding assets, and ensuring trust in financial reporting. But on the flip side, they must also prevent undesired events, fraud, breaches, errors that could derail these goals. This dual focus ensures that controls not only help organizations reach their destination, but also protect them from veering off course. Now, controls come in many flavors depending on their purpose. To truly understand them, imagine preparing for a potential home invasion. You'd likely install three main types of barriers: preventive, detective, and corrective. Preventive controls act like the sturdy lock on your front door, keeping trouble out before it begins. These might include segregating duties in a financial system so that no single person can commit fraud unnoticed or encrypting sensitive data to block unauthorized access. Detective controls, on the other hand, are like the motion sensors or cameras designed to alert you when something suspicious happens. They don't stop the event itself, but they spot it early and report it. Examples here include internal audits, performance reporting, or error detection mechanisms. Finally, corrective controls step in after a problem has been detected, aiming to fix what's broken, like replacing a shattered window or updating flawed code. In organizations, this might look like disaster recovery plans or incident response protocols. Let's shift gears a little and talk about the idea of control objectives. If controls are the tools, then control objectives are the targets they are aiming for. These objectives tie into the larger strategy of a business. Imagine a control objective as a signpost for what needs to happen to stay on the right path. For instance, an objective might focus on ensuring the accuracy of transactions in a finance system or maintaining compliance with laws and regulations. Each objective establishes why a particular set of controls exist and what success looks like. Whether it's safeguarding sensitive assets, ensuring users are properly authenticated, or guaranteeing the availability of IT systems, every control objective is a beacon guiding the organization toward its aspiration of safety, efficiency, and resilience. But even a perfectly planned control system is not infallible. This is where the concept of control measures comes in. These measures are the tangible actions taken to support control objectives. Think of them as the ingredients in a recipe. If the objective is to safeguard sensitive information, the control measures might include encryption protocols, regular employee training on cybersecurity, and automated monitoring systems. Measures break down big goals into actionable tasks that teams can execute and monitor. In the world of information systems, IS, controls become particularly critical and complex. Imagine your home's electricity grid. It feeds power to every socket, every lamp, and every device. But the risks aren't just about keeping the lights on. A single vulnerability could cut the power or even spark a dangerous fire. Similarly, in IS environments, controls are the mechanisms that keep systems safe, accurate, and reliable. These systems manage everything from customer data to organizational finances, making the stakes incredibly high. Control objectives here could address major risks like ensuring database security, protecting against unauthorized access, or enhancing the reliability of financial software. But IS controls are never one size fits all. Organizations must determine which objectives apply, how to implement them, and how often to review their performance. Each choice reflects a calculated assessment of risk. For instance, management might decide that encrypting sensitive files is critical and implement software to do so. Conversely, they might accept certain risks, like opting to avoid redundancies in disaster recovery plans due to budget constraints. Such decisions are always a balancing act between protection and practicality. When evaluating controls, IS auditors play a crucial role. Picture an auditor as a diagnostician examining the health of an institution's control system. Using tools like control matrices, where risks are plotted against existing controls, the auditor identifies weaknesses, compensating mechanisms, and areas of overlap. For example, a flawed error report system might be offset by a rigorous manual review of transactions, acting as a stopgap to maintain accuracy. However, overlapping controls, such as a physical guard stationed alongside a biometric authentication system, further reinforce security. Auditors consider these layered safeguards as part of a comprehensive control evaluation, always asking, is this system fulfilling its objectives? Are the risks adequately mitigated? Finally, it's important to distinguish between general controls and IS-specific controls. General controls are universal. They apply across an organization and include policies, physical security measures, and access safeguards. Imagine general controls as the foundation of a building. They uphold everything but aren't specific to a single function. On the other hand, IS-specific controls are tailored to meet the unique demands of information systems. They ensure that sensitive functions, like user authentication or software updates, are tightly controlled. For example, within IS environments, controls might dictate who can access certain data, how those permissions are granted, or how systems recover after disruptions. These tailored controls address risks that general policies simply cannot anticipate. A locked office door, a general control, might secure access to a server, but it doesn't account for hackers attempting to infiltrate the system digitally, which requires an IS-specific countermeasure like intrusion detection software. Ultimately, the secret to a resilient and efficient organization lies in how well it designs, implements, and monitors its control environment. Controls aren't just bureaucratic hoops or static pieces of software. They're living elements of the organizational ecosystem, adapting to new challenges, fortifying against threats, and ensuring a path towards success. Behind every thriving business is not just innovation, but a trust that its systems are safeguarded, its risks are managed, and its future is secure. And at the heart of this trust lies the silent work of controls, maintaining balance and order amidst the ever-present chaos of the unknown. Thank you for watching, and as always, continue learning, stay curious, and we'll see you next time.